Peanut butter is for who? We know it's for Claire. It's not for him. It's for Claire. But he just go and he kind of harasses you friend. That's kind of bad. Um. So yes, he tells Jack, say, "I'm gonna take care of it, but I have to do something." So Hugo takes everything that's kind of candy, cookies, chips, shit like that, right? And it's amazing. It's really cool because he gives it to people, right? Now we got the best scene. We're back on the cab. We meet this guy. This guy is who? This guy is Bernard, which is Rose's husband, which means that he survives. And he goes to the people. He goes to Sawyer and he goes to Jack. Everybody, Sawyer and Michael. I'm sorry. Everybody is cautious about the new people, talking shit. Bernard is the only one and said, "Hey, was there my wife there?" And Sawyer says, "A black woman in her 50s." And Bernard said, "Yes." Then Michael is like, "Yeah, she's okay." And it's kind of a sad scene because Bernard said, "Michael, he said to Michael, what's your name? Is it Michael? Then thank you, Michael, you're a good man." And we finally see Sawyer, who also was there. Kind of, he would have liked to be thanked too, but he didn't do anything. So maybe that's a proof of him being really nice. So the nicest thing that Sawyer did was giving the gun to Jack. No, that's the opposite. It was giving back the gun to Jack, with Jack giving back. Season 2, episode 5, found. Michael goes in the jungle in the search of Walt. The kidnappers of Sawyer and Jin are demanding to be conducted to the camp. So this is where it gets complicated. We're gonna get to see more, and I'm gonna go in. Maybe. Oh, the next episode? Okay. It's the next episode. Yeah, I can't. So basically we learn, and what we learn is that there was another group. Now, this other group is a lot more important. They're important in the sense of, when there's Otter on the island. You wanna know why the Otter didn't attack our camp? They were busy with the other 48. They wanted to take care of the previous people. See, there was 43 people that survived the crash back in the plane. Now there are 26 people left. So they kidnapped or killed 17 people, which is kind of insane. Kind of insane to begin with. So this is very, very bad. This is why. So, Michael is not convinced that Walt is not there. And the survivors, the group B, okay, let's call it group B. Group A is Jack. Group B is Ana Lucia. I love Ana Lucia. Plus, she's a girl from Fast and Furious, so very famous actress. The group B, they're looking for the bunker, and they're saying the only reason Group A was an attack is possibly because they don't know who they are. They don't know where they are, which is technically true, technically not true. Technically true, why? Because they haven't been attacked. Technically not true because we don't know if Ethan was an other or he was with Daniel. If he was an other, then you possibly know what they are. And if he was with Daniel, then he's not in the others. So that's important. Because Daniel, she's proven that she wasn't part of anything. Now, before we continue, I'm going to go to the flashback. Flashback is Jin. So this is a kind of like an important scene. This is Jin, and again, it's showing how far he's willing to go. So in the previous episode, Jin really started at the bottom of the bottle. My problem here is Jin and Sun. He really started at the bottom. He really started at the bottom. And this is kind of what we see. You see, this is Mr. Paik, and how troublesome it was, and how troublesome it was. So this is kind of like a complex flashback. We know that he was with Paik, but now we know how he met Sun, and he met Sun, which means it's kind of complex. It's kind of complex because when he meets the father of Sun, the father's like, "I'm not gonna let you marry my daughter, because you're a fisherman's son. You don't have ambition." And then Jin is like, "No, I have ambition." And it's like, "What are your ambition?" It's like, "I want to own my own restaurant and my own hotel." And what is kind of nice here is that he started as a doorman for a hotel. Now there's a really cool part where Jin is faking everything. Jin lives in an apartment with his friends. He's actually a bum. He's not a bum, but he's broke. He's actually like, these are humble people. These are normal people, and he's faking it. And there's this guy with his father who comes in, and he's like, my son really has to pee. And the boss of Jin gives him shit. He's like, why did you let them in? Then Jin's like, this is the right thing to do. But either you bring them out, or you lose your job. And Jin quit. So yeah, so you see that Jin was a good person. I think this is proven to be that Jin was a good person. The fun part is she found this heir, and he was really rich. Son being an heir and really rich, mean that she had to marry into a good family. So she met this pretendant, and at first, she's like, Mom, I don't want to marry somebody. I want to marry somebody that I love. And I was like, no, your father wants better for you. Then she meet this guy. And this guy is different because this guy is also being pushed to marry somebody. And he's like, yeah, she's super cool. Then at the end, what he does is he meets another girl, and he chooses to marry her instead. So Sun is kind of rejected. And that's what she meets Jin. That's basically it. The flashback. What is there? What next is there? Got the other group. Analucia, she said, I want to go to your camp because there's possibly food and everything else. Ana Lucia is the leader of this other group. Now, this is insane. I'm going to spoil it for you guys. One of my favorite episodes so far of season 5, of season 2. You know what? Fuck it. We're going to be doing episode... oh, wait a second. Okay, yes. Yeah. It depends. Why did I not go down? This is bullshit. Anyway, I'm gonna do it until the 48 days because it's a good episode. Ana Lucia has the de facto leaders. It's kind of funny because we see the 48 days and how similar it was to the normal cast, to the team, the A Survivor group, and it's just nice because it's very similar. At the same time, you see how it affected and how the leader change made a difference. So then we have the camp, and we have the group A. It's like, I don't know if we can trust them. And then there's another girl in there, which is Lily. Lily is really kind. Lily is super nice. She would be the Kate of the group B. And she really treats them well. But however, she's weak. So because she's weak, Michael uses her to run away to get involved. And it's shitty, because it's not like Michael. So we have this. We have Jack and with his son. Like, I'm worried about Jim. So Jack comes in and he helps her. Now we have Ana Lucia, and what is cool with Ana Lucia is, I don't trust you guys yet, so I'm gonna do something. She sent one of our group A, but one of group B. So for example, one of them is picking up fruit, one of them is fishing. And then Sawyer, she takes Sawyer for fishing because she doesn't trust Sawyer. It's like, no, if you want to fish, take this guy. And then Jim is teaching her how to fish. And it's funny because she fishes one fish and she's not very successful. Jin fishes 5 fish and he's very successful. That's kind of freaking nice. I actually do like that. That's pretty much it. There's a backstory and it's tough. The mom and Jin doesn't understand anything. The lady is really nice, Michael is really nice. However, it shows a really good part. The really good part is how much they suffered, the group B. Now it changed them. So for example, Echo. Echo is the strong man, and he's unmovable, but even him is like, yo, I'm this important person here. Jin is trying to go back after Michael, but then he doesn't. So Echo's like, yo, if you want to go after Michael, I'll go after Michael. But a nice discussion with Hugo, who makes up for Sun. It's nice because everybody's have Sun's back. We know that possibly your husband is dead, and she's like, yo, I know you care. Because technically speaking, which sucks, is that nobody likes Sawyer, which is not true because Kate did. Where's the help for Kate? And then we have Jin, which is Sun. So then Jin finds Michael, it's like, yo, go back. We see only the dead body, which is the others and how they killed it. Like, once again, it's super cool, super strong. You know that Jin doesn't understand him, but still. That Sun, who lost her wedding ring, and is kind of mad about it. The coolest thing is that John comes in. John once again comes in, and he's like, yo, don't worry, I understand what you feel. Sun, she begins to have a garden, which is actually pretty interesting. because this is also going for survival. And Sun, surprisingly speaking, has a very good understanding of medicine. So in a garden, there's medicinal plant. We see the others, Jin and Echo, and now these guys are the others. These others have been on the land for a while. They're walking barefoot. You know, it's kind of nuts. It is kind of nuts. What else? You got Sun and Jin, which is and Kate. What a really cool part is that Sun goes to Kate. Wait a second. What is she buried? That's the suitable Jim.
Claire found the mountain. The one with the messages inside. The one on the left.
Where is it?
Where is it? I buried it.
Why? That was the ring. So yeah, Kate didn't even know that people were there. And I thought it was a nice moment. I thought that Sun was going to come in and reassure Kate, but she doesn't give a crap about Kate. So we followed Sawyer in a bad position. Again, we remember that he had the bullets through his shoulders, so it's kind of like a mess. And then infected, he's really getting infected. And it's badly. He might die because of that. See, I don't know much about medicine, but the infection is in the shoulder, which is close to the arch. So this is again Walking Dead. This is again Walking Dead. Walking Dead, if you're bitten on the legs, you cut the leg. If you're bitten on the arm, you can cut the arm. People that are bitten in the neck, you can't do shit. If you bit on the body, you can't do shit. So Michael convinced, Jin convinced Michael to come back, which Michael does. Kitty's reading the message.
Stop. What are you doing?
This is Sawyer. Ah, she didn't say Sawyer. And then Sunfire rings. It's a good show. It's a good show. It's a good show. So yeah, so now the episode is we're gonna be finishing in 148 days, which is gonna be one of my favorite to recap. So first of all, again, we're gonna go backstory. And I actually really like this backstory because oh no, it's Shannon. Don't get me started about Shannon. Shannon once again kind of being shitty. Shannon once again kind of doing whatever she wants and not worried about who she's hurting, or what's the drama, or what is the possible danger of what she's doing. So Shannon used to be like a bad teacher, which meant that she worked, and then she got accepted in a prestigious school, and then she comes in, and this is a very young Kate. Saying that, yo, I need money, and her mom saying no. And then Shannon said, if you don't have to say no, I have the will for my fathers. I have the money for my fathers, and her father didn't left her anything. So now we have this. We have Boone, who also inherited from the money, which is a lot. And the cool thing here is she hates her stepmom because her stepmom, she thinks so anything from her for him. And Boone is saying, I'm going to be working for her. And Shannon's like, how can you work for her? And then Boone says, it's a really good job. I cannot see no to that. So you see Boone, even though he had a way of being rich, decided to work, which makes him better than Shannon in itself. So yeah, this is pretty much it. So, how can I say this? Boone was a better person. And then, Shannon said, I don't want your money. Which equates to what? To nothing at all. It equates to nothing at all. I'll just tell you what it equates to. Yeah. So Shannon's like, I don't need your money. I don't need your money. So Shannon is kind of starting to go crazy. She doesn't understand why people don't believe that she's solved. They can't even sleep. This is the team B. The team B, we're seeing a team B that can't even sleep because they're so afraid of the others. However, we got some great news. The great news is that we got Michael and Jen Knife. We can move on. What's his name? Overdosing on freaking overdosing on Lost. We got Mr. Echo coming in and saying, "Yo, we saw the others, so they're close by," which possibly is the reason why they have to move. They can track them. So the problem with that is that I'm gonna put this: the others are able to track and don't leave traces.
It sounded like she needed help.
Charlie and Kate are fighting a lot. This episode is also about about Claire, sorry. So Claire is, everybody tells her how to take care of her baby. And she feels like she's overwhelmed. She feels like she is going through it. Like, for example, her and George are becoming a couple, but she never said, I'm sign up for a couple. She said, I don't even know if I like him. Which is kind of important because Claire was one of the last ones to lose hope and to be saved. She's very hopeful. She's very naive. So if she's starting to do bad, she's a good moral support for the group.